Well, hello everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm back with another Thursday book review, and I'm going to be talking about a book today that made me cry and laugh out loud at the same time. Before we get started, my name is Sophia, and I make bookish videos, mainly videos about literary fiction and mystery thriller books, but truly a little bit of everything. And today I am back with a book review, of course, of The Road to Tender Hearts by Annie Hartnett. So this book came out in 2025, actually very recently. It was published by Ballantine Books, which is an imprint of Penguin Random House, and it comes in at 384 pages. It is by Annie Hartnett, of course, who has written two other books. One is called Rabbit Cake and the other one is called Unlikely Animals, but this is the first that I have read from her. So in the vein of authors like Fredrik Backman, Annie Hartnett has a true ability to make you laugh out loud, but also cry on the very same page. So in this book, we follow a 60-something-year-old man named PJ Halliday, and he has been really kind of in a slump for several years. And the biggest reason for that has been his oldest daughter passing away on her prom night. He's really been challenged and unable to process or function after that event. So at the beginning of the book, after living alone for many, many years, he decides to go on a cross-country road trip to find the one that got away. A girl that he met when he was in high school, and life has gotten in the way of them being together, but he thinks that this might just be the chance. So he sets up to go on a cross-country road trip, but as he's about to leave, his life takes a bit of a turn, and he is placed as the sole caretaker of two children whose parents recently passed away, and they kind of get thrown into the plan. Not only that, his biological child Sophie also ends up kind of getting in on the crew, and so they all go on this road trip together. And we can't forget about my favorite character of the whole story, which is a cat named Pancakes, who has this uncanny ability to know when somebody is going to die, and hence like jumps up on their lap or sits with them. And so that I think is a really interesting plot technique that is used throughout the story that really keeps the plot moving. This book is about grief and loss, and how there's of course the acute phase of grief that I think a lot of people are familiar with, but then the prolonged loss that people feel after many years. And I think that's explored really well here, particularly with PJ's grief. Now, you may think since he is taking over the care of these two children, he might have all the answers and make all the best decisions, and that is certainly not true of PJ. In this book, I was screaming at him so many times because of the dumb things that he did, the bad decisions that he made, but they all come from a really wholesome place, a place of love and like wanting to do the right thing, even if it's not what everyone else would do. I loved this book. I finished reading it while I was in the airport security line, late for my flight and very stressed out. And I literally had tears streaming down my face. And that's not usually why I'm crying in the airport security line, but this time it was. I felt that this was just so well written. The character dynamics in here were so excellent. It was like a motley crew of misfit people all giving each other love, and it was so wonderful to like be a fly on the wall for that experience. I did have a few little nitpicky things about this one that couldn't quite bring me to give it a 5 stars. So I did end up giving this one a 4.5 stars. I found it just a little bit repetitive at times during the story. I felt like maybe we could have moved things along. And I also felt like the ending, while of course it had a big emotional effect on me, did seem a little bit rushed as well. But I certainly would read more by this author. I really, really enjoyed this reading experience, and overall it was a fantastic highlight read of my summer. So I would love to know, have you read The Road to Tender Hearts or any other books by Annie Hartnett, and what did you think of them? And with that, I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Bye!